Sue made an incredible contribution to the women's field hockey and lacrosse programs during her time here at Gettysburg.
Susan Cannon came to Gettysburg to be successful, both on the field hockey and lacrosse fields, and in the classroom. The Meadowbrook, Pennsylvania native accomplished all of those goals while leading the two athletic programs to unprecedented heights. She took a lead role on a field hockey team that was quickly becoming a legitimate power and wrapped up its first Middle Atlantic Conference title in 1979.
She was extremely consistent, and that's what you need, particularly in the location on the field where she played. The ball would be sent out to her from the back side, from the back end of the field, and then she really was the one that generated most of our attack and most of the corner plays, because she would put it in the circle and undoubtedly there might be a foot violation or a foul on the other team. And so she set up a lot of our corner plays, and actually she was the distributor and sent the ball in from the corner. So she had a really big role. She had to create the corner opportunities, and then she was the one that took the hit out on our offensive corners. So she had a vital role, and she embraced that responsibility with confidence and composure. The thing about Sue is she was steady and consistent, and you could count on her.
The 1980 field hockey campaign turned out to be a dream season for Gettysburg College. Cannon was a major component of the team's run, playing alongside 5 future members of the Hall of Athletic Honor, including Nancy Lowe, Cheryl McHale, and Marianne Paparone. Those players might not be in the Hall of Honor today if not for the invaluable and often unspoken contributions put forth by Cannon, which helped the Bullets claim the school's first ever national title.
So she really made other people look great. She had an incredible, powerful cross into the circle and just was a great ball distributor. And a lot of people capitalized on her cross passes. She was particularly instrumental during our championship season, and that was when Coach moved her outside on the wing, and I think she really found her groove from that point on and was just phenomenal in that role for us.
Cannon capped her field hockey career by earning all MAC first-team accolades in 1981. The team finished runner-up in the conference and placed 5th in the country. Cannon was equally busy during the spring in helping the women's lax team rise up the ladder. Cannon, who never played lacrosse in high school, transitioned seamlessly to the lacrosse field and helped the Bullets win the conference title and finish 5th in the country in 1981.
I believe there was an unspoken rule with Coach Bowers that if you came in as a field hockey player, you were also going to be required to play lacrosse. It wasn't written down, but the assumption was made that all of us would play lacrosse as well. And ironically, Sue never played lacrosse in high school, and I never knew that until just recently, particularly being that she's from outside of Philadelphia, where lacrosse was pretty popular even back in the 70s and early 80s. So to not know that speaks to how quickly she was able to pick up this sport as well. And I believe the contribution to her being able to pick it up that quickly was just the competitive nature and the competitive mindset that Sue had.
Cannon graduated from Gettysburg with a degree in biology and joined Corning Incorporated shortly after graduation. She has remained with the company for over 3 decades in various positions. Her drive to success on the field carried over to her professional life, as she has earned the top sales award at Corning on 2 occasions. She married her college sweetheart, Robert Britton, had 3 sons, Jason, Josh, and Justin, and is the proud grandmother of 3 grandchildren. She resides in Ocean City, New Jersey with her husband.
Sue Cannon has earned her spot in the Athletic Hall of Honor, likely because she embodies Coach Bowers' mantra, that mantra being, remember who you are and what you represent. Sue did that day in and day out during her 4 years at Gettysburg. She was a true competitor, both in the classroom and on the field. You'd actually find her in the dining hall before games studying on the bus rides and really wanting to be a success on the field as well as off, equally as important. And for those reasons, she is worthy of this tremendous honor, and it couldn't happen to a more loyal and committed teammate.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce Susan Cannon Britton.
Thank you and good evening. So when they told us we only had 5 minutes to speak, I was kind of excited because I thought after 39 years, a lot of my memories are very foggy. And I wasn't sure that I could go much longer than that anyway. And just to clarify the record, I think if I had lacrosse available when I was in high school, I would have played, but my high school, Abington, didn't have it, and so I wasn't afforded the opportunity. But as Carol said, I really didn't have a choice. I was recruited to play lacrosse right from the start. So I wanted to start out with a few thank yous because, like Seth, I really want to acknowledge the work that the Orange and Blue Club does, both for past, current, and future athletes. They have a huge role in making sure the team stays successful, and also thank you for a wonderful banquet like tonight. I also want to thank a few other people. My parents, my father's here tonight. He and my mother went to many of my games, and my mom went to our national tournament. Father went to other tournaments, and having parental support for those of you that still have young kids is really important. It meant a lot to me, so thank you very much. My sister and her husband are here, and they've always been very supportive too, so thank you. I also want to thank Gettysburg College, and Gettysburg gave me 3 gifts that really have stayed with my entire adult life. The first one is an understanding and a degree of biology, and as Corey mentioned, that degree in biology has fueled my career for over 35 years. I've been in life sciences, and my first job was due to my degree at Gettysburg, and I've stayed with that company now for almost 35 years, and I continue to enjoy learning about biology and the different things going in the market. The second thing that they gave me, and these aren't in any particular order, but was the opportunity to meet my husband, Bob, who's been with me since the very beginning of my freshman year of Gettysburg. I never dated anybody else after that. Bob stayed with me through many training sessions, and a lot of those involved when I was trying to learn lacrosse and pick it up. He was kind of my coach and my tormentor to make sure I stayed and practiced and worked out. So having Bob there through those early Gettysburg years, he also attended our national tournament. I have a wonderful photo album that Bob took of all that whole season. If anybody would like to see it, I have it. And that was a gift that, kind of helps me remember some of those things. Bob also has supported me with my career with Corning, but also raising our 3 sons and now our grandchildren. So the last gift that I got from Gettysburg was 4 wonderful seasons of field hockey and lacrosse. And from those seasons, I got so many life lessons, all of them which have stuck with me and have kind of helped form who I am. And not only that, I've been able to pass it down to my children, but also young people in the workplace that I mentor. So those lessons that I learned came from my very revered coach, Coach Bowers. She was one who pushed us and drove us and made us a team. And even though we never thought we were special high school athletes, certainly I didn't, she managed to be the glue that brought us together. And because of that, we became a special unit. On our own, we were just, college kids having fun. That's what we thought when we came to Gettysburg. We weren't Division I athletes, we were Division III, but Coach Bowers pushed us and challenged us, and it was because of her that the team was a winner. It wasn't because of individuals. And as Carol said, that was the role I liked. I didn't want to be the superstar. I wanted to help our team win, and to me that was most important. But I wanted to share two of the things that Coach Bowers taught me. One was already mentioned, and it was remember who you are and what you represent. And for me, that's always been key in my life. It was a value my father taught me, and that value is if you take the high road and you remember where you came from and what's important, you can rarely make a bad decision, and it rarely doesn't turn out wrong. So my learning was that take the high road, but that meant because we remembered what you were and who you represented. The other thing was you play like you practice. And that doesn't sound like much, but she yelled at us every day in practice, probably multiple times. And that to me means that if you take the time to prepare and you work hard, and as Coach Bowers did, she ran us into the ground. We were so conditioned and so in shape and so exhausted at the end of every practice, that by the time we got into a game, we thought we were on vacation. And that really served us well, because in our tournaments, just like the gals who just won the lacrosse, we had a lot of overtime games, and we had a lot of double overtime games. And if you run out of gas in double overtime, you're not going to win. But that statement, you play like you practice, has stuck with me. So for me, that means you work hard, you do all the prep work, you don't look how you can do less work, you look how you can do more work. And I think that was one of the important things that I took away from my experiences. So like I said, it was a long time ago. I had thought I had forgot a lot of memories, but I have to say, watching the video of the women from the 2017 lacrosse team, it really brought a lot back. And that moment of winning a championship, nobody will ever take away from you. Or if it's a conference championship, no one can ever take away from you. And I hope the ladies in the room now and the ones who will continue to play remember that forever. It's yours forever. So I just wanted to say that, again, I never expect to receive an honor as an individual at Gettysburg. I was thrilled to be part of the team. All I ever wanted to do was make the team win and make them better. And no matter what role I was asked to play, and again, that's been in my career as well, whatever I was asked to do, I accepted. I might not have loved it, but I took it and I tackled it and I did the best I could to achieve. And for me, that worked. So I just wanted to say thank all of you. It's an honor I didn't expect, but I'm very appreciative and thankful for it. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the evening. Thanks.